209,000. It is a lot lower than anticipated and a lot lower than it has been. 339 last month. I'm looking for the revision to that. We'll get that in just a second. But, of course, the forecast was for 230, and we had that blowout ADP number yesterday. So this is quite a surprise. Private payrolls, 149,000. That would compare with that 497,000 that ADP found because they measure private payrolls. Manufacturing up 7. That's a change from a negative number the month before. And the unemployment rate does fall back to 3.6%, which is what had been forecast. It is a little unusual to see unemployment dropping when we are waiting for the Fed to keep raising interest rates to push it up. Average hourly earnings come in stronger than expected, a 0.4 gain for the month of June, and on a year-over-year basis, that puts it at 4.4%, which is not the direction the Fed was hoping for. That's up from 4.3% in the prior month. Here's the revisions. Last month, which was 339, now revised down to 306. So a little bit weaker for the last 2 months then, and the change in manufacturing payrolls, which was -2, is now -3. However, the average hourly earnings revised up for May to 0.4, and that put May at 4.4. So basically, we're unchanged between June and May. -110,000 total revised jobs for April and May going into June. So what we're looking at is a little bit weaker than, a lot weaker than anticipated. And it's the first month in the last 15 that's come in below the economists' expectations.
All the way back to the March report of last year, which we got in April of last year.
No, the April numbers were revised down from 294,000 to 217,000, down 77,000, and then May down 33,000. We mentioned that. So you see from April, May, and June, a weaker labor market than people thought. So this is probably going to have an effect on the Fed, even if the average hourly earnings are not specifically changed. Not much change in terms of the unemployment rate. While it did go down, we saw 273,000 new jobs in the household survey, and unemployment fell by 140,000. So we've sort of reversed what happened last month when we went up to 3.7. So this is all going to raise the questions of soft landings and things like that if we continue in this area. I might mention that construction hiring up 23,000. So the home builders are really keeping the economy going here. The other big employer was government. Government was up 60,000 on the month, and little change, a gain of 21,000 for leisure and hospitality. The BLS puts it as little changed, but that compares with 232,000 in that ADP report. So ADP way off this month, and I don't think anybody's surprised to hear that, but the labor market has clearly slowed.